go.
Hi, I'm Kim.
I'm Karen.
And you're watching NoFilter CareerAdvice.com. And today we're going to talk about something that maybe at first you don't think is particularly interesting or important,
whatever.
But bear with us because actually this is really important and this could impact you for the rest of your life.
Right.
So what we were asking you to do is just hear us out and then just try it.
And it'll be on your radar, so you'll notice it. You'll notice it.
So we are going to talk today about the importance of writing things down. So whether you're in a lecture or you're in a meeting or a presentation or a
you're
class,
called into your boss's office,
right.
Any of the above, you must learn to write things down. You're not going to remember it. It's not going to stay up here, believe me.
And we don't mean that you pull out your phone and you send yourself a text or make a note or voice message yourself or voice memo. Like, that's not what you mean. And we also don't mean that you pull out your laptop and you start typing notes. No.
Universal signs we just gave you.
Right.
Pulling my laptop out and taking notes.
Because what scientists have discovered that you go, oh, well, that makes sense, right? Is that when you actually write something down with a good old-fashioned pen or pencil and paper or in a notebook, that you actually remember it better.
Yes, you do.
Because your brain is forced to process it,
and synthesize it.
Because you had to think about what the important thing that you were going to write down, since you can't write fast enough to write down all of it.
Absolutely.
So that's what we want to talk about today. Get a pen, get some paper, get some notebook, do
and
whatever you
while
need
you're watching this video, take some notes.
Take some notes, right?
Oh my gosh, so exciting.
That's why it's important. And remember, the other reason why it's important for you to write notes when somebody is talking is because it shows that you are listening.
Right.
That you think what they're saying is important.
It's a form of respect.
It's respect.
It's about respect. I put so much time and energy into this presentation or into this lecture or into this meeting. You give me your respect for the time that you're in that room.
By giving me your attention.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you that there are some offices, some corporations, and some universities that are starting to say no laptops.
Because of the boundary it puts between me and
you.
It
says, like, you're over there, you're talking, you're doing your thing, but whatever I'm doing, like, I could be checking my email.
I could be on Shopify making thousands of dollars.
I could be on social media. I don't know what you're doing,
but I'm writing an essay for another class. It doesn't matter what you're doing. As soon as you put that boundary up, it's really hard for us. It's really hard to figure out what are you doing on there.
And I think that more companies should call like a no screens rule in meetings, because I can't tell you.
My husband's doing it.
I think it's great. I never really felt comfortable with some of the clients saying, hey, would you mind just like putting your laptops away for an hour? But I got to tell you, my colleagues and I had spent hours, days, weeks, months building these huge presentations for our clients.
Right.
And then we go into these meetings and we're already present. We've been rehearsing. We've built all this stuff on the walls to show them. And you look around the room.
And they're not engaged
and
they're not looking.
All looking at their laptops.
No.
It is so rude.
Right.
And here's the thing. If you have something that's really, really important to do that you can't give me your full attention,
step out.
Then step out.
We know.
Right.
We're moms. We're working moms. We know things come up. We know we're juggling thousands of things.
Well, your kid just called you because they're puking at school. You gotta go.
Like, just step out. It's fine.
If you're waiting for an important email or phone, here's the deal. Sit in the back, right? And maybe even say to the person leading the meeting or the presentation, saying, hey, listen, I'm sorry to be rude. I'm really expecting an emergency phone call, so I'm just going to sit in the back.
Right.
And then they know that you're not being rude, okay?
Right.
So, okay.
It's about perception.
So, again, write things down. It's good for your brain. It's good for your memory. It's going to save you time later.
So you're not redundant.
Yeah, because if you're typing your notes, then you got to go back through your notes later and you got to be like, well, wait a minute,
we don't have time for that.
But you've already done all that work in your brain and you don't even know it because you wrote it down, okay?
Right.
And then all you have to do is just skim and like jog your memory, go, oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, so it's a sign of respect. It's good for your brain. It's good for your memory. It saves you time. And listen, here's the other thing too. If you go in a room or a meeting or a classroom and everybody else is doing it, or
don't be shy.
doing this,
Yeah,
or they're not taking notes,
you don't have to conform.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Do it.
Do what you need to do to make your heart full and know that you are on it.
You're doing the right thing.
Don't look at them. It happened to me when I took a group of kids on a field trip down to Rochester. Bunch of people in the room that came and spent some time with these kids for free, and I had to explain to my children, can you please get something out that we prepared for this meeting and write down what you've just heard? I mean, that's embarrassing.
That she had to tell her
classroom
to write something down. They should have been writing it down, and they were giving all this detailed information.
Oh my gosh,
You're
facts,
not gonna remember that.
Information, data. You're never going to remember it. So again, please, for the love of God. And then the other thing I got to say, because this is a great place to put it, because this is going to be on your radar now, and you're going to understand it more because you're going to see it. If you're late for a meeting and you come in and you apologize, oh, I'm sorry, my bad, I'm late, please forgive me, and you're holding a Starbucks or a McDonald's cup or something that you bought on the way to that meeting, that is the ultimate insult.
So seriously.
It's the most awful, horrible thing. You are not late because of extenuating circumstances. You're late because you had to get a beverage, and that is disgusting. Yeah, so please don't be that person, because I don't like those people, and I won't sit next to them in the meeting ever. Okay,
so that's it for this one. Write it down. Don't be shy, be respectful.
Absolutely.
And you will thank us for doing that.
You will. And the next one video that we're going to do is on planning, and we're going to talk about that, and it really segues really well together, because if you're not planning stuff out, you're losing valuable time and energy
down
because you're not writing it
down.
Making lists and crossing off and feeling really good about yourself,
accomplishing more. Okay,
you've got to. All right, well, we're going to say goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And always, everything that we talked about is in a blog, because we wrote it down for you so that you can have it whenever you need it. So you have a great day, and happy spring, everybody. The sun is out.
See ya.
Yay!